Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of The Lisa Show. Today we will be making a super simple, super comforting one-pot udon noodle soup with fish cake and egg. Okay, so I'm gonna start by turning on the fire. And here I've got 7 cups of water, just regular water, and I'm gonna bring that to a boil. And we're gonna start off by making our stock. So we are gonna be using the secret ingredient here. This is something you can buy at your Japanese grocery store. So I got this from Don Donkey here, and it's basically like a noodle soup stock. Okay, so udon is traditionally made with soy sauce, mirin, and some sort of dashi. So either you use bonito flakes, which is the little fish flakes that gives that seafood kind of flavor at the back of your tongue, or you can use seaweed. So this one's already a pre-mixed concentrate. It does have bonito inside, so I've got 1 cup of that over here. So I'll just be adding that in. And to add some more flavor, I've got 2 teaspoons of dashi here. I'm gonna add that in. And I'm just gonna give that a good stir. And we've got a beautiful brown color. So it really depends on what udon you're using. I think most people would be familiar with the fat udon that you see in the supermarket, that you see is fresh. It's basically cooked. Those don't have as much salt content as the one I'm using here. So I am using a flat variation today. This is what it looks like. Very flat, thin noodles. They kind of look like Chinese jade noodles, so you guys have seen it in the supermarket. But I have been obsessed with this lately because it's just got the most beautiful oh my gosh, it's just got the most beautiful texture, and it's got this bite to it that it's just different from a normal fat udon. But a thing to take note is that these noodles do have quite high salt content. It also depends on what brand you buy, but the one I got, which is this one, I can't really see it, it does have quite a good amount of salt in it, so I'm not making my broth too salty, because once this cooks inside, it's gonna release that into the soup. Okay, so I've got here my fish cakes. You can use the Japanese one, but this one is a Korean fish cake which I have in hand, so I'm just gonna use that. So you just take your fish cakes and you're gonna be cutting that in half first, and then you'll be cutting that into a triangle. Just like that. Okay, and now bringing the stock back over here, you can really smell all that flavors. The dashi is just coming in really strong and really nice. So we will be putting in the noodles first. Fish cake is usually cooked already, and especially these thin ones tend to overcook really fast and they get really soggy and really gross. So we are gonna put in our noodles first. So in they go. One thing to take note is that these noodles do clump together really quickly. So the moment you put it in, just use your chopsticks and gently just spread that out. Just keep working your way through that. Just keep moving them around. Don't let them clump together, because the moment they start to cook, you're never separating them. So keep moving them around, so we get very flowy individual strands of noodles later. Like, I love udon so much, especially on a cold and like rainy day, or when you're sick and you slip out those like beautiful strands of noodles. Oh my god, so good. So we are gonna have that today, and I am so excited. Just gonna keep moving those noodles around. And these noodles will take about 5 minutes to cook. And you wanna take your fish cakes and you're gonna just put it in, and just make sure to separate them as well. And these fish cakes cook really fast, so it doesn't need much time in the heat at all. And you want to bring your soup up to a boil, because now we're gonna cook our eggs. And udon is so good with poached eggs. You can either break up your eggs if you want to, or you can poach it whole. Okay, so I'm gonna take my egg and I'm just gonna pour that into a ladle. And the reason you do this is so the egg actually doesn't escape out of the ladle and it doesn't form a cloud. So you want the egg to stay whole and in one piece. And just leave that for about 2 minutes, and then you can feel free to turn the fire off and let the residual heat just cook that egg. And then for garnishings, you're just gonna take regular spring onion and we're gonna chop them and just sprinkle them on top.
Oh.
And then we're not using the last bit, so we're just gonna chop that off. And then you're gonna just take your spring onion and now we're gonna eat our noodles. Itadakimasu. So comforting. I'm gonna eat my beautiful egg. Look at that. Wow. So I hope you like this recipe. If you liked it and you try it, don't forget to tag me on Instagram, which is right here. And also don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell notification button so you know when the next recipe is coming up. Bye!